was that Craig Moore goal. Final score at Love Street, Morton 0, Rangers 1.
Were you frustrated at all watching that and looking for more goals?
Well, everybody expects that we will beat them, but you still have to do it. And again, the pitch was today not in the best circumstances. It was very, very soft, and it is for them a cup final, and they showed that today. So it is not always that easy that everybody thinks, because you still have to do it, and that was not an easy game.
So you have to be realistic, really, and be happy that you're in the quarter-finals.
Well, the most important thing is that we are by the last 8, and this was also important for Rangers Football Club.
Ian, a 1-0 defeat. How pleased were you with the Morton performance?
I was proud of every one of them. I thought we defended very well. We were always going to play the way we played. I make no excuses for that. You know, we haven't got the type of money other clubs have got, especially the team we played against. So we tried to defend in depth and hit in the counter-attack. And it worked very well. I think Ali Maxwell made one terrific save in the second half. Apart from that, I don't think he'd have saved him.
So was that always what you had to aim at, damage limitation?
Of course. You know, when they've got £100 million and we've got, you know, whatever we've got, of course you've got to do that. You've got to try and get your tactics right and play to your strengths. And, you know, I thought we defended very, very well.
Do you feel confident that Marco Negri will have something to contribute for Rangers over the next couple of years?
Well, I think if he's fit and he showed his commitment to the club that he wants to stay or whatever, you could still see in the 50 minutes of what kind of quality he has, and the way he moves himself, the way he wants to have the ball. And we all know how dangerous he is in the box.
Craig, I thought it was your goal. Did you agree?
I mean, Rod had a good header and it's just come off the post and was rolling across goal. So I've just followed it in just to make sure. And whether it's mine or not, I don't know, but I may as well claim I'm not going to score many this year.
It was a valuable one. Rangers needed it because it was getting pretty frustrating at that point.
It was, yeah. It wasn't, you know, I can imagine it wouldn't have been a pretty game to watch, but at the end of the day, the result is the most important thing for us, and it puts us through to the next round.
Yeah, so it's never really going to be any other outcome. Rangers, one of 3 teams definitely through to the quarter-finals. Ian McCall put his finger on it. Rangers, £40 million. Morton, not very much. Only 1-0. Rangers will be criticised, I suppose, won't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, Ian said 100 million. I'm not quite sure they've spent that. All the history of the club they have. But, I mean, there is a big gulf in terms of the quality of player. And Morton appreciated that when it out. I mean, out just to stop Rangers playing. And it worked very well. I mean, they sat back in the 18-yard box, left one man up front. They defended very deep. But they were well organised and they worked really hard. There was a lot of commitment because it was obviously, as Dick Avakas said, their cup final. And they came out of it a bit of glory, but not the result.
Absolutely. And some doubt about the goal. Rob mentioned it in the interview there. Was it Craig Moore's or was it actually Wallace's? I think you have to give it to Craig Moore, don't you? I mean, it wasn't over the line.
Yeah, I think the interesting factor would be whether the referee had given it at that point when it hit the post. But Ian McCann sends in the ball. I looked at this closely tonight. He was onside. Ian McCall thought he was off, but good header from Rod Wallace. Good save from Ali Maxwell. He was unlucky. It hits the post, goes across goal. But you can see it's this side of the line. It's not in the net when Craig Moore puts it in. So it's not going to go in of its own accord, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, I did look. Rod Wallace was onside. The ball was forward. But this is an interesting aspect.
You sure
Is it in?
Yeah, you sure that wasn't Rod Wallace's goal? Just a little bit of doubt.
Interesting bounce, though, because I mean the next bounce after that was the first bounce. Looks in there
yes.
in that picture. The next bounce of the ball though is at least a foot or so the other side of the line.
There's a little bit of backspin on it, isn't
exactly.
there?
Exactly. So if the referee was playing on at that point, then Craig Moore's done the right thing, and I think you have to give him the goal.
Sure. Now, Ian McCall, as you say, did think there might have been a hint of offside about that. The pictures aren't conclusive, but we suspect that it probably was a legitimate goal. That I think probably Morrison was in fact playing Wallace onside.
Yeah, we've got the benefit of a wide screen angle to look at it. Maybe the viewers at home wouldn't have been able to notice it, but I froze it at the point the ball was played on, and certainly Wallace looked in line with Morrison, so I think you know, it was onside, but it was just unfortunate. But Rangers had got all the play. I didn't think they played particularly well. I thought Chelsea's was good today, but in the main, you know, Rangers found it hard work to beat them. But the main thing in the cup's to go through, isn't it?
That's right. Only 1-0, but Rangers go through, and we head off to Fairhope.